Okay, so you've built your app, you're ready to launch it to Google Play to get it into your users' hands. You need to build what's known as an AAB file. That's an Android application bundle file. And to build that, you're going to go to build, and then you're going to go generate signed app bundle APK. Then you want to choose Android app bundle. If you just want to build an APK to send to some testers or a friend, you can build an APK. That's what you'll need so you can install it manually on a device. But to send it for actual Google Play distribution, you need to build an Android app bundle. So we'll then go next. You'll need to create a key store. Here I have one from testing before, so we'll get rid of these values. You're not going to have one of these, so you'll need to create a key store. I advise that you put it somewhere such as on your desktop or whatever. Do not put it in your repository. Save this somewhere else off to the side and do not lose this. So I'll put this here. I'll say my app.keystore. I don't even know if that's going to work. Let's just do desktop. There you go, my app.keystore. And then we'll say password. You need to give it a password that you know. I'm just going to use password here for those. Don't use that. You'll need an alias. I just like to provide something like my app as an alias. I'm going to give a password here. I'm just saying password. And then you'll want something, and again, you want these passwords to be different and unique, of course. So save these in a password manager. You want them to be very strong. You don't want someone to be able to guess it and recreate your key store. That would not be good. So I want to do validity. This is how long this key store is valid. I'm going to do something like 100 years. I don't know how long Android's going to be around, but I do know that if my application becomes popular and for whatever reason, I don't want there to be a problem because the key store is invalid. So I'll go ahead and type in my name here, and then I'm just going to put Felker, and let's just say, pretend I live in New York City, which I don't. Well, city, NYC, we'll say NY, and then country code is US. I'll click OK. I now have created my key store. It's on my desktop. Perfect. My key store password is filled in. My alias is filled in. I'm going to hit next. I'm going to choose which one of these I want. I am going to use release as my build type because that's what I want to do is the release. I don't want debug or staging. Again, this is where your URL, your base URL is going to be set in that build config field. We'll hit create. You'll see down on the bottom right that it was generating. It was pretty fast. And then over here, we'll have now a release folder. You don't want to put this in a release folder. You should probably put this somewhere else, your desktop, another folder, because you don't want to commit these. These are binary files. Now you have your AAB file. You can open this up inside of your window, and then there's your AAB file. You could take this and you can then upload it to Google Play, and you now have an AAB file where you can distribute your application to Google Play. Now you can also do this very similar thing if you decide to modify the Android CI, which is what I would advise. You'll need to create your key store and upload the contents of that into the GitHub secrets. So you'll have to do a little bit of Googling to get that up and running because that's beyond the scope of this. But what you can see here is we're building the bundle debug and assemble debug. What you could do is you could say bundle release, and then you could say assemble debug. That would give you the APK that you can download and play with, but would also give you the release. But you need to make sure that you have your signing keys set inside of here so it can read the proper signing keys and passwords and so forth. So, but if you want to do it from just the application inside of Android Studio, you're going to go to the build signed app bundle, and then you're going to have your AAB file that you can push up to Google Play and get it into your users' hands.